and kick this one off today. Danny Ramirez, aka Sir Daniel. How we doing, man?
Oh man, it's a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. Super blessed to be breathing and have another chance, another crack, another swing, another at bat.
Hell yeah, man. What's I'm seeing the view behind you. How's the van life these days?
Van life is dope, bro. Van life is a lot of. I mean, it's dope. It comes with the good, bad, and the ugly.
Mhm.
Just like everything else, though. But yeah, the views, being able to wake up, middle of the desert on the beaches. It's an amazing feeling to be alive and to be human, and it's crazy to say that van life will give you that experience of, just basic necessities, bare necessities of living, like really what's important, like the luxuries of life, and you really get like warm water, I don't know. I just do regular things, but it's really fun. It's a great experience, man. Van life is complemented very well with the music tour and everything. So it kind of just it's just two mashing lifestyles, together. The musician, and van life totally complements itself. Yeah, it's just pretty cool. I'm enjoying it like bastante, like in Spanish, like tremendously, like it's amazing. It's amazing.
Awesome, man. How was it when you first started doing it? Was it like what was the getting used to it path
Um,
that you were on? Because I'm sure that there was probably some shit that popped up along the way that you're like, oh, I didn't know that was about to happen.
yeah. So maybe now that like almost about a year into van life, yeah, there's just little things. Well, because your whole world is in a capsule, like your whole world, meaning like um your bedroom, your kitchen, your office, your laundry, your like all of that. It's all really encapsulated in one. So that's why I say it really brings you down to the bare necessities, like what you really need, because you don't have space to carry bullshit, you know. But
Yeah.
things that I ran into that, I started learning them, um like restrooms and stuff like that. I don't have a restroom inside just because I don't want to be pooping and making my whole office area smell like that. Uh, but those are some things. But I mean, it was easy to adapt to it because there's a lot of state parks. There's a lot of parks anywhere and everywhere, and it's not like stores don't have restrooms. Shit, when I was in Vegas, I was shitting on fucking thrones and the Bellagio's, and that was nice. Like I couldn't even in my best days. Right now I still haven't shit in a beautiful bathroom like I shit in Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Sorry for the that, but that's one thing. Van life. You have to consider. Another thing is like your electricity. So like solar, your food. Your refrigerator runs off electricity, and if your power happens to go out, well, that's your refrigerator. So there you are going to buy ice just to try and protect your investment of 130 bucks on groceries for the whole 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So there's certain hiccups that life always has, no matter what. So, but those are some certain like van life things that for sure that ran into, just like the solar, the electricity, the fridge, having it's all a trickle. It all trickles down, and if one thing goes down, it begins to affect the other thing. So it's very, very important to be like on top of doing your bed in the morning. So I'm saying, so your dog can sleep comfortably, and yeah,
Oh,
everything
yeah.
has to be put away. Everything has to be organized because it is a vehicle. So you're driving, things fall over. If it's not locked, things get damaged, things break. My laptop is definitely falling like 2 or 3 times.
Whew.
A couple of my instruments. So it's just like tightening it up, tighten up your brains.
Yeah, man. Well, on the flip side of that, like, dude, what is the freedom like? Because I gotta imagine like this, like, because I've seen some of your videos before where you just like you open the door and it's like your backyard is the beach, your backyard is the ocean. Like it's pretty amazing.
The freedom behind it, yeah, it's definitely incredible. You know, usually we're all tied down to something material that there's a reason we can't leave, or X this or X that. um the first couple of like months or weeks getting into van life, it was like, fuck, like, don't I have to be somewhere? Like, don't I have to like
Oh,
pick up this or like do that? And it's like, nah, like, you have everything on you that you need in life. So
yeah.
the feeling of just being able to, what people say, like, pick up and go,
Mhm.
uh it's a it's incredible. I feel like a crab or something, and this shell just like, you know, wherever I go, boom, and then I just sit down, and then boom, this is where I'm gonna sleep tonight. So that freedom just to be able to not, it's gonna sound wrong, but this is what it feels like. The freedom feels like not having any responsibilities, you
Mm.
know. And that's what freedom really is supposed to feel like, you know. Like, you are okay no matter where you are. Like, okay, I'm from San Diego, but in a normal person's state of mind, I'm gonna go to Vegas for 2 weeks. It's like, oh fuck, like, I'm gonna go to Vegas for 2 weeks because I don't know if I have enough money. I don't know where I'm gonna eat. I don't know how I'm gonna wash. I don't know anything in Vegas, you know. But when you're in van life, it really puts you in that freedom to, oh, well, let's go try out that laundry mat today. You know? You know,
Hell
oh,
yeah, man.
that last one was horrible. You know, it was too many of this. You know, let me go try something else. And then, like, just the freedom to try new like, San Diego, I'm used to like Northgate and grocery stores like that. Over there, they have Marketon. You know, like, it's just another thing. So it's just a freedom to break away from like what you're used to in your little town. You know, like here, we're used to Carl's Jr.'s, McDonald's, and like Burger Kings. You go out like a hour or two from San Diego, and then you start running into like restaurants like Farmers Burgers. I didn't know about that shit. It's delicious. It's bomb. But there's
Never
like
even heard of
so
that.
many other options that uh the normal life just doesn't allow you to. And with that freedom that van life kind of gives you, that you just learn um how much more abundant the world is, you know.
Dude, that's a beautiful thing. You touched on something I think is a big deal. It's like freedom is more of like a mindset.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know,
Um
it's crazy
uh,
because I know what you're talking about with this, like, oh God, is there something I gotta do? Is there something I gotta do? Like there's something that I must be missing something.
I have to stay here for some certain reason, you know. Like, I don't feel that no more, like, at all. Like, yeah, what people say, where you from? Like, I don't even know where I'm from. I'm not from here, and I'm not from there anymore. Like, home is wherever I rest my head.
Yeah.
You know, that's really, really what it, what freedom to me comes down to. Home is knowing that I could sleep in Minnesota or somewhere else, and there's gonna be just this kind of people that there is in San Diego, but out there.
Yeah.
You know, and we tend to like, oh, San Diego, or they act like this, in LA or New York acts like this. Like, you don't know until you're actually out there, like,
Yeah.
really like immersed in their community, like living within them. Like, um that it's cool, yeah. Like, and then you get to meet like amazing people you'd never ever meet if you never, you know, express that freedom just getting out, you know.
Oh yeah, man. Well, talk to me about the first like impromptu. Was it an impromptu trip to Vegas when you guys first went out
Yeah,
there? Like
yeah.
what led up to that? Because it was like all of a sudden I'm like, oh shit, you guys are heading out to Vegas. Like, and then it was good
What are
enough
these
that you
Beach
went.
Boys doing? You're like, what are these Beach Boys doing in Vegas? Huh, I want to know. Yeah, so the first trip was a weekend. I took Chef John John with me, and I really like to use this slogan of like exploring new markets.
Mhm.
I really like to feel like a traveler back in the days, for lack of a better term, like a conquistador. You know, like, I feel like I'm out there on a mission. I feel like I'm out there like intel, bringing intel back home to San Diegans, musicians, like infiltrating a new market, you know. So like, I really have this like military mindset, you know, like what purpose, why I'm out there, what I'm doing, what I hope to achieve, and all that kind of thing. So the first trip was really exploring the market, really like uh jumping in the pool and like, all right, let's see if there's sharks underneath. Let's see what lives in here. Let's see what lurks in here. Let's see, you know, what's prowling, what's just hawking, what's, you know, like all of that. Because I don't know, I'm not from there, you know, and it's really a business move when you're out there and, you know, people are looking at you, they see the van, who the fuck is this, you know? So it's really helpful to have Jonathan really come that first weekend and set the tone for, you know, who we are, what we're doing there. When they see me, they know that he's got my back, and if he's not there visually, he's probably somewhere around. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it was really like uh, an exploring a new market, really going, figuring out where music's okay, what's not okay, and a lot of that deals with getting in trouble. You know, you learn a lot getting in trouble. If you're always following the books, and you're really not gonna be able to do shit. You know, and what we did was we really pushed the envelope. We really made noise. We did as much as what we were going to do if they weren't here. You know, so when we went there, we established that standard of who I am, what I do, and why I'm here. Um, so yeah, we were just there for Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We got in trouble by the cops maybe like 2, 3 days in a row. We put some of that content out. But overall, man, the cops in Vegas were super fucking helpful. They were very informative. They were, you know, like really down to earth compared to other cops in other cities, you know. So that was already like, whoa, like this is chill. I'm not gonna say cool because maybe that's not the word that they want to hear, but this is chill, you know, like
Yeah.
they got bigger fish to fry out there, you know, like, and they know that, you know. So for us, we're just petty ass little musicians trying to make a living on the streets, you know. So everybody really supports in that aspect. But yeah, it went well. We, you know, took care of Jonathan, took him out to some restaurants, try out that Gordon Ramsay because he's a chef, right? So he wanted
Yeah.
to see the restaurant. So we made the best of it as far as like a company trip. We were there for business, which is like figuring out how I'm gonna make these moves when I come back the next time. Those 2 weeks that I was just there,
Yeah.
I just came back. Um, and really just laying down the foundation for musicians to travel and have another pit stop somewhere. You know, and that's what I hope to achieve with these videos, for musicians that really want to get out there in the world and, you know, really put their talent to the test.
Yeah.
I'm out here, you know, the early explorer, and I'm documenting everything. I'm filming everything for everybody to see.
I like.
The greatness that, if they're not watching, they're missing. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh
they'll
yeah.
catch on. It just all takes time. You know, you meet everybody at a certain time, and it's just nice to have people that are already supporting. You know, I want everybody to be watching this. You know, that's how I feel about it. Like this, that's how valuable I think this content is for anybody. Just trying to throw themselves out into the universe and just watch the universe, you know, trust fall, you know.
Yeah,
Watch
man.
the universe catch you.
For real. What kind of trouble are you talking about that will pop up for you guys?
Oh man, so Vegas is a concrete jungle, man. There's the good, the bad, and the ugly, and it comes in every shape, way, or form. Just like the devil, he's deceiving. You know, like he'll look like this and he'll come out like that.
Mm.
Um, I mean, everything from like laws, you know, breaking laws. You can't be stationary when you're performing if you're performing on the strip, you know.
Oh,
But then
that's
there's,
why you were always moving around.
yeah. I'm sorry.
Is that why you were always moving around when you were?
Yeah, that's why
That's like a little technicality type thing.
yeah, so I learned how to move while I was out there, you know, like bust little 25 half an hour sets, and then boom, hit the next spot. um so yeah, like let's say like legality, things like that. And then you also have to consider like you're not from there, you know, like I'm not from there, therefore like if I'm good and somebody else passes by that wants to be like me or wishes they were me or wishes they were doing the things that I were doing, they're prone to cause violence when you shine, you know. So that's why I say, you know, it's nice to have Jonathan. He's like my security guard at the same time. And then you got the drunks, you know, you got drunks, you got crackheads, you got fucking all that shit. So like that's why I say you're really looking over your shoulder every fucking 30 seconds, minute, when you're doing this by yourself, you know. I was able to learn with Jonathan, you know, when we talk about all the things that, you know, are dangerous. Fucking one of the nights we had our DJ console stowed out of his trunk, you know. So it's a jungle. A lot of people go into Vegas and don't come back out, you know, and I mean that in every sense. There's people that go to Vegas and gamble away their rent, their fucking, you know, their house mortgage or whatever, you know. Like people really get swallowed by that city. Not Sir Daniel. I came out a fucking winner, bro. Yeah, it's all about mentality. You know, you have to key in on all your senses. If there's 6 senses, I say there's fucking 7 senses, you know. Like you really have to be aware of everything, and that's what makes it very difficult. That's why a lot of people can't do this. It's not made for everybody. You have to have these senses developed, because trouble comes at you in any shape or form. You can be talking to somebody super fucking cool, and then the next second they just flipped on you, and now they want to kick your ass. You know, it's like, what? This really just happened, Jonathan? We have it on camera, but I didn't want to put that into my videos, because I don't want to portray. I don't want to give light to violence. You know, I want to give light to positivity and the beautiful things that happen. Yeah, I'm just showing you the highlights of it, but there's a lot of ugly. Like I said, a lot of people. You hear it. You know, you get into the city, and then this guy is like, you see that guy right there, fucking ball passed out on the curb, jaw open, booze bottle right next to him, restaurant leftover food, you know, like you see him and then they're like, yeah, he used to play just like you. So it's like, fuck, like you really have to be careful, because you see the end result of you like this, you know. You can from one day to the next, your life will have changed in Vegas. And that's the cool thing. That's why we like to gamble. You know, your life can change from one second to the next. You might put down on black $50,000 and you lose 50,000, but you might put down on black and hit fucking and you went 150, 200,000.
Yeah.
That's what happened to me, you know. So that's why when we went that short weekend, I went back again. I stayed another 2 weeks, came back to San Diego for Thanksgiving, and then again went back for another 2 weeks for the New Year's. I learned how to play the game. You know, I learned, and I'm still learning. I'm still a student of the universe, and there's still New Orleans to go hit up. There's still Atlanta to go hit up, and there's still Miami to go hit up. So
hell yeah,
it just really sparked the fire inside of me. Everything that's been going on, man. It's a true calling. It's a true calling. In like that's why I tell everybody, you know, pursue your passion. Once you touch it, game over. You know why you're here. You know your purpose on earth, and life becomes worth living. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that, you know, comes in that perspective, or just living in 2021. Look at what, you know, like it's just difficult. Everybody told me, "Oh my God, don't go. Oh my God, what are you going to do?" That's none of y'all business. Y'all make sure y'all tune into Sir Daniel YouTube. Buy my fucking album, buy my merch. If you like if you want to be in contact with me, buy my shit, because I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Support me.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, it's just life's short, man. Fucking do what you gotta do.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like if anything, you know, it's last year was a big shakeup to the world, you know, and it's just like, yeah, like I know it gets stressful. We all know it gets stressful. We are all dealing with some sort of shit, but yeah, we only get one shot.
Yeah, this was all, I think this whole like 2020 into 2021 is just like a testament of kind of what a testament against going against the grains, you know. And I don't mean to say this like going against like like COVID and law and like all those things. I'm
Yeah.
not saying, not to wear your mask. I'm not saying COVID's not real. I'm not saying any of that. But what I am saying is that you need to continue to live your life like COVID doesn't exist, or like COVID's about to kill you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So today you got all five fingers, you got both lungs at full capacity. You better do that shit today, because tomorrow you might have COVID. And that's just the way I lived it, but I lived it without fear. And that's what I'm saying. Like this whole 2020 thing, it was just about going against the grain, being that fish that swims upstream to fucking transform into a beautiful, or the caterpillar, that goes and cocoons himself away from everything on the bullshit that's going out, and because of that process you come out a butterfly. Like that was just me. Like, you know what, turn off TV, turn off this, turn off all of that, read books and educate myself, and believe that what I'm doing in this world is going to change, and if not, kick COVID's ass. Like that's my mentality towards it. What I'm doing is really promoting well-being and positivity. Like you're telling me the human race went a whole year without fucking live music? Do you know what music is for the soul? Do you know that? Do they teach you that? No. Your news networks, no, they're gonna tell you what their agenda is and all of that. And so I'm not part of that agenda. I don't live that lifestyle. I don't live to those terms. I live on my terms. I live on my block. Y'all might live on Wall Street, but I live on Main Street. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was like, no, fuck this. That's why I was out all 2020 at the beaches. You
Yeah.
pulled up. You seen the merch table, everything. I mean, I cracked that shit up. I lived my life like I'm Sir Daniel. Like this is my life. I'm gonna live it. I know I live this life with everybody. That's why respect to everybody when I come in contact with you. You want to give me a fist bump? Give me a fist bump. You want to give me a hug? Let's fucking hug. Like everybody is entitled to their own custom of lifestyle, and that was just, I think that's what it came down to. Like, okay, you say I can't come over because of COVID. Okay, cool. Like, that's fine with me. Um, I would have liked to see you, but we can't. Cool. The other people, yeah, fucking come over. Let's have a brew. Fuck it, let's have a brew. Like this was this is chemical warfare. The whole world is sick. The whole world and all the governments are like following the same. Like it's like, this is a scary point to be living in, and if you live in that world, you're full with fear, trauma,
Yeah.
paranoia,
Yeah.
anxiety, all these shits. And you know what, I grew up long enough with that to be like, that world's cool, but Sir Daniel's world is fucking cooler.
Yeah.
And if I can develop my world to influence other people to live in their own world. We're all little galaxies. We're all little stars. We don't we don't live united. We all live different experienced lives. Some of us went to San Diego State. Some of us went to Harvard.
Yeah.
Some of us live in a fucking van. Some of us live with their parents. Like some of us are well off already. Everybody's has their own life. But if we're living to somebody else's terms, we're not living our life. We're not I'm only regurgitate, like everybody that I hear talking about the news and shit. They're only regurgitating these people that are professing like this is information that you went to school for to learn. Now everybody thinks they're fucking virus techs. Like everybody thinks they know everything about virus. Like, I don't know diddly squat about. You're only regurgitating what the news tells you. So
Yeah.
I just got fed up with all of that and said, you know what? I'm not even gonna share any of that on my feed no more. Everything that I do is just about music. I'm a musician, and that's how I'm gonna lead with my fucking light. Just and I want to inspire everybody like that. Like if you are a creator, if you're a jeweler, if you're a nurse, if you like, focus on bringing like that happiness back to the world. And that's just what I did. I said, you know what, fuck, turn off TV, focus. Let me show you. Let me draw this out for you quick. This is my favorite thing. So everybody, it's time we put.
For the people that are listening to this, check out the YouTube video so you can see what he's doing.
put back the art in earth.
Art and
Can you
earth.
see that? Yeah, that's what's missing, man. It's
The art
the
and
art.
earth. I've
Yeah,
never noticed that before.
there's
Now I
art in
can't
earth,
unsee
man.
it.
Yeah, man. That's just what I'm doing, bro. I'm just putting the art, the juices back into earth. And if I can make a living off of this and continue to do this, then I'm gonna do this to my full potential. You know, that's why I went to Vegas. You know, that's why I'm going to Miami. That's why I'm doing the skate park tour, because people think that nothing can be done right now.
Yeah.
I'm proving everybody anything can be done at any time. It doesn't matter. Time is not, time is not, real. You need to be doing it now. Like,
Yeah.
you can't wait. You can't wait to, you can't wait till COVID to be done. And I'm not gonna perform. I'm not gonna, like, shout out to everybody, like doing live streams and doing all that. But yo, remember, we still live on Earth. Like, it's not about technology, and that's what this thing did. Like, it integrated technology into our bloodstream, into our DNA, like, to the point they even want to chip us, and shit. But everybody forgets how real life is because of technology and things like this. Now it's like, you can go out to a beach and perform. You can go out to some bridges and perform.
Yeah.
You can go to skate parks and perform. Like, people are gonna start catching on. People. I don't know if people will credit, Sir Daniel, the fucking pioneer of getting back to the roots. And if you're, like, if this is shit that people used to do back in the days, like,
Yeah.
people are gonna act like this is new. It's like, nah, you guys just are so caught up on technology and having the phone 5 inches from your face that you guys forget how beautiful. You watch the news, it's like, it's ugly outside. I look outside, I'm like, dude, it's fucking harmonious outside. The skies are blue, the trees are green.
That's what fear will do to you, man. You turn on the news and you think there's a massive riot right outside your doorstep. And
Door, yeah.
it's
Well,
like,
can't go outside. Corona's right there at your doorstep.
dude, man, I
Can't
had
even,
a I had a buddy that last year, because plane tickets were so cheap, he went to Cuba,
yep.
Japan, and Fiji. And
That's
I'm
amazing.
like, what? Like, that's not something that people were doing. But it's just like, he followed the protocols. He was like, can I do this? And they were like, yes. And he was like, all right. He wasn't breaking any laws. He was living. He was living in the moment. He wasn't being consumed by the fear.
Yeah, and a lot of it does have to do with, like, courage. You have to have the courage to be able to weasel through the cracks, how to jump through the hoops, how to lean into the curves. Like, a lot of people aren't built for that. They're really scared to go out and try something. And yeah, same thing with one of my clothing designers. This was like, man, it slowed down for a little bit, so I took off to Cancun. I was living like a king out there. There was nobody there. I felt like everybody was just serving me. I was like, there you go, bro. That's what happens when you just, live your life. It's like, it's your world.
Yeah.
And on a business perspective, when there's people losing,
Mhm.
there's a lot of people winning.
Bingo.
And
A
if this
lot
shit,
of people that made money last year.
if this shit didn't open up everybody's eyes to me, it only fucking made me not capitalize, but capitalize my purpose again. Like, I understand how business works. I understand, when the market goes down, the market goes up, who's selling, who's buying, and all that shit. So I just applied that to myself, in the sense of, look, if there's no musicians out there, guess who's the musician out there?
Yes.
Well, I
Yes.
killed it. I absolutely killed it. I got so much attention.
Yeah.
I got so much money.
Yeah.
I got so much, like, to me, it was just being able to do what I want to do. And this is just the promo stage. This is 1 year full-time musician. And just to be able, like, to put myself in that position of, okay, well, nobody's gonna sell this. I'm gonna sell this. Same thing, like, people that started selling masks. Oh, if nobody's gonna sell it, I'm gonna sell this. The fucking thermometers, no one's gonna sell this, I'm gonna sell it. I just applied that mentality to my music. Nobody's gonna go out and perform, I'll go out and perform.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna get out here and sell the merch, I'll get out here and sell the merch. You know, like that's why for me, I have such a high standard for like people that I follow as far as like musicians or people that I just follow in general. Like if you don't have that mindset of like the self-starter, the innovator, like I just can't hang out with you, like, you know, like, and that's just what it happened. What to me it was, it's like, all right, none of y'all want to do this shit. Okay, here I go. Let me roll up my fucking sleeves. Boom, boom, boom. So for me, it was a beautiful experience just to capitalize on that, you know, capitalize it. Like I said, when a lot of people give up, that's your time. Oh, this is my time to slide in right here.
I mean, the one thing that
it's the wave.
we've seen over the like, if you haven't noticed it, the trend is like, yeah, when there's a recession, when there's a war, when there's something crazy going on in the world where they're trying to like put fear in the majority, there's a lot of motherfuckers making money.
Yeah,
and the majority of the time they are the shady ones that are just playing the stock market. You know, and it's like, if we know that that's going on, like there are lots of people that are making money behind the scenes because they're taking advantage of the fear, and in a negative way, in my opinion. It's just like, what is bad about you, you know, going out there and putting out positivity into the world.
Right. That's my, okay, if you're not doing that, if everybody's doing this, I'm gonna go do that, you know, like if everybody, and it was crazy because we're out there and it's Las Vegas, you know, why do people go to Las Vegas? To have a good time. It's the entertainment capital. But dude, it's fun. It's, to me, it's hilarious. I'm Catholic, first communion, baptized, confirmation, all of that. And they got I'm gonna call them God's children because we're all God's children. They got God's children out there with megaphones like, repent, you're going to fucking hell. They're just like, they're spreading negativity.
Yes.
You know, like they're really, really spreading negativity. Like if you're a man of God, you don't have to do that. You don't tell people like you're gonna burn in hell. You don't tell people that, you know, like I think Jesus was a bigger man than that, all of that, you know what I'm saying? I think he had a better message than that. It's just these people, like, they're really out there spreading negativity, and in a world full of negativity, when you pull up with positivity, it's an implosion and explodes from the inside out, you know? So when I pulled up with that speaker and I'm like, yo, what's up, Sir Daniel, San Diego, y'all ready to have a fucking good time? It was just, you see it in the videos, you know, like it was just like ripple effect, boom, from that little speaker out to the audience, and then everybody just,
people are craving it.
Yeah. And everybody wants to hear, you know, like, hey man, I'm out here just preaching positivity. Make sure you guys respect each other. Make sure you guys spread love and positivity. Make sure you're doing what brings your happiness to life. Regardless of what anybody else has to say, or just all these people, oh, you guys are all sinners. You guys are out here in Vegas. What are you doing here? Go home. Look at you. It's like, well, look at you too. What the fuck? You're part of this right now, this moment. You are part of this. You go home. You don't want to be here, you know?
Oh,
don't tell me. This is my hard. This is what I was telling you. It's like, I told everybody, like, this is your hard-earned work money. All year, you fucking didn't go out. You deserve to be here. You deserve to do whatever the fuck you want with your money, with your time, you know, like, and that's just the positivity that I'm really about there preaching. Like, you deserve to do whatever the fuck you want to do with your time, your energy, your money, all of that. You shouldn't be told how to do it and how to live your life, period. You know, I think once people start to tell you how to live your life, there's some shady going on.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny, man. I went to when I first went to college. I went to this college up in Northern Ohio, Bowling Green, and they had this little area right outside the Union where you'd have those people that would just show up and tell everybody that they're going to hell. And I'm just like, what? You could be doing something so much better with your time. Like, if Jesus is love, like, I don't know if you're following in his footsteps.
Right. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, you can't follow in anybody's footsteps. You know, like you can never be Shaquille O'Neal. You can never be Kobe Bryant. You have to be
right.
What's another? What's the San Francisco State? basketball player.
The Warriors?
Yeah.
Golden State Warriors?
Yeah. But what's the player's name?
Uh,
Ese güey, el chaparrito.
uh,
Got Chef John with
Yeah,
me.
John. What's
Yeah.
up, man?
the
You know what I'm saying? There will only ever be one of anything. You can't ever
Curry,
like
Stephen Curry.
You can't be Michael Jordan. You gotta be Stephen Curry. You can't be Stephen Curry. You gotta be LeBron James. You can't. Oh, I'm in the word of Jesus. Nah. Don't give me that. Give me some real shit. You know?
Yeah, man. Well, shit. When you went back to Vegas for New Year's, what was it like when you were out there?
So by the third time out there, I was on fire.
Yeah.
I was like, this was like NFL blitz, and every pass, I caught it. People try to hold on to me and drag me down. I fucking dragged them with me to the touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like, still same things that happen every single time, just a different perspective behind it now. You know, instead of reacting and acting. I think the second time I got punched by a bum while performing. And you know, and it's things like to learn how to avoid, how not to react, how to diffuse situations. So I was on fire, like I was untouchable. People that were offended that I took their spot. There's no such thing as a spot on a bridge. Come on, you live here? Come on, no. No jokes, you know, like all seriousness. Like, you don't fucking live here, bro. Like, this ain't home. You know, this bridge isn't home. Like, you're either here doing something or you're not. Because when I pull up, I'm fucking doing something. So I was on fire. People moved out of my way, you know, like, oh, hey, like, can I get your spot after you? You know, like, yeah, you know, like shit just like lined up now. Like it was good. But at the same time, there's all, like I said, it's all the same thing. There's a good, bad, and ugly. I was there too long now. I was there too long where officials started to recognize me, which is, you know, I don't know. But they started to recognize my van, you know, like, hey, I've seen you park here. You know, I've seen you stay here. Maybe too many people, you know, just started to recognize my movements, you know, like they know what time I wake up, they know what time I get there. And I started to really realize that too. So I said, all right, this is when it's time to leave, because this is when it can get really tricky. Not that I was becoming paranoid and anything, but I think I had one too much.
Yeah.
Where it was like, you got to pull out now.
Yeah.
Hey,
so, you didn't bet it all on one thing and then lose your whole shit, though.
Yeah. Once I started catching on to the hints and the clues, I was like, all right, fuck it, I gotta make a move. So yeah, I had a lot of fun. You know, I had too much fun. I think I would say, like, yeah, I think everybody would say I had too much fun, but that's work for me. You know, I got paid off of it. I paid off my bills. I paid off my storage. I paid off Dali's toys and food, you know. So for me, it's just getting back out there again and doing it again, but somewhere else, you know. And that's why I'm doing a cross country tour to Miami, promoting Hiptro Funk, and I'm doing the skate park tour these last 2 weeks of January, from San Diego to Venice Beach to promote Hiptro Funk. This is the work. This is the job, you know. Like, this is the dream job. This is what I've always dreamed about. It's just, paying attention to using your seven senses, you know, knowing when, okay, it's time to go.
Yeah, for sure, man. What's the is the overall, like, the long-term destination on your tour? Is that going to be Miami?
For this tour, the final destination is going to be Miami, and then posting up there for some time too, and just enjoying life, enjoying the work, enjoying the hustle, celebrating, you know, to a victorious 2020, to a victorious 2 year. It's gonna, you know, like this whole year for me is already basically, you know, already marked and done. So it's just about getting to Miami and you know, relaxing, bringing Hiptro Funk speedos to the beaches, you know.
Hell yeah! What are the stops along the way?
So definitely, I'm gonna do something in Arizona, some New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, New Orleans, Atlanta. I think that the big music cities along the way. Um, yeah, if you know of any, or if anybody listening to this, make sure y'all shoot me in the DM, shoot me some extra stops. I might be on tour by the time you guys hear this, but we'll make a stop happen.
Yeah. When are you heading out?
I think somewhere in March. I think I want to take off by March. So I got this last month here for February, and then the journey continues.
Hell yeah, man. Dude, that's
Yeah,
exciting.
I'll be doing a lot of fundraising. So if anybody wants to help out, you guys can reach out to me on Instagram or my Facebook. You guys can also contact me at contact sardaniel@gmail. I'll be posting up all my Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal links. So if you guys want to support uh, this little Hiptro Funk artist on his way with some gas money, we'll make sure to drop it in the comments and the description.
For sure, man. Well, is there um what's the because this episode will probably be out next week. What you got going on through, like, I guess February here in San Diego? Are you going to be doing the skate park thing the whole time, or just kind of posting up where you?
Yeah, so for February, we're gonna be doing fundraising events. We're just gonna be doing a whole bunch of creative ways to get the community involved and really motivated to see one of their own travel across the country, playing music. So yeah, I plan on doing a lot of fundraising events, whether it's continuing doing like pop-ups at skate parks. Mainly, I think. Is working the internet right now, doing a lot of lives, going on live. Actually, another thing that I'm doing when people are purchasing the album, I'm doing like little spontaneous pop-up shows at their house. So like how people have roll-up birthday parties and then they come up. Well, I'm doing like a roll-up Sir Daniel Hiptro release type thing where if you want to buy a bunch of my merch, I'll pull up on you and I'll perform for you a track from the Hiptro Funk, your choice. And again, this is just to motivate everybody to shop with us and build the trust within the community that what we're doing is legit. What we're doing is real. This is keeping us off the streets. This is really a job. We treat it like a job. We work it like a job, and we treat everybody with respect, like professionals should. It's just about right now being super creative with everything that I have right now, which is the van, the company, um, all the affiliates, all the members, all the staff, and really just elevating this independent movement. So everything I'm doing right now, I tell everybody, 2021 is the year of the independent artist, the independent self-made starter, the entrepreneur, all of that. We're all in the same boat because we have our own lifestyle. This isn't a 9 to 5, it's a 12 to 12, you know what I'm saying? Like we just work nonstop. This is how we make our money. This is how we eat. This is how we do our things. So again, it's just a motive, just trying to inspire people that what we're doing is creating ripple effects. We're doing big things. We come from a small little community, and just really building the support within the community for everybody to see what Sir Daniel got going on, which is Hiptro Funk, the music, the company, the lifestyle, the brand, the legend,
Ah, hell yeah, hell yeah. Well, what is for people that are hearing this for the first time, what is Hiptro Funk?
Yeah, so Hiptro Funk is my genre I have pioneered. I come from a live instrument background, so I used to play the saxophone, lead guitar, lead vocalist, drums, keys. So I've really just incorporated that kind of live feeling and fused it with the trap, hip hop, and R&B, some reggaeton in it, and I bring my Latin spice into it. So it's really like a nice blend of music that has inspired me throughout my journey, cover groups, bands, and all of that. And I really bring that energy into the music. So Hiptro Funk, again, it's a modern sound, but it has a lot of musical elements in it. That which is what makes it really cool. And then you got me on top of the the music to give off the good vibes and stuff like that, which again is just like my Latin kind of flavor and taste, Latin American. Born in Los Angeles, all the roots are in Guadalajara, so I got this American Mexican American theme that a lot of people are really gravitating on, and it stems out to a lot of cultures just because raised here in California, mixed with a bunch of the melting pot, you know what I'm saying? So it really gravitates to every culture. It really, there is no one particular culture or age or ethnicity that Hiptro. It's for everybody.
Yeah,
It's really, I have albums like the Chill Pill. It's literally just a chill ass track, chill ass album. Then I got Hiptro Funk, which is like, all out. This is what you want to party to. This is what you want to be driving with. This is what, gets the energy up. This is what Vegas was cracking on. This is what everybody wanted in Vegas. Everybody loved it. So we got to take it to the rest of the world now. But yeah, make sure you guys, if you haven't listened to it, check it out on Spotify, check it out on YouTube, Hiptro Funk. Tag your best friends. If you guys know somebody that would like the music, if you like it, make sure you guys comment, spread the love. Hiptro Funk.
absolutely. Well, while we're wrapping this one up, what's the message that you have for other independent artists out there going into this year?
So for independent artists, I think the best thing that I can tell you is to stop looking at other people and just focus on yourself. Don't worry about what Big Sean's doing. Don't worry about what Justin Bieber's doing. Don't even worry about what Sir Daniel's doing. And this is a message to other independent artists.
Yeah.
Not to my fans. Fans, make sure y'all look at Sir Daniel. Don't look at anybody. Ain't nobody better than Sir Daniel right now. 2020 and to infinity, ain't nobody better. But that's why I'm telling y'all, independent artists, don't look at what I'm doing. Focus on where you're at. Focus on your weaknesses. Focus on your weakness in any department that you have, so that it becomes your strength. Down the line. Independent artists, make sure you guys are leveling up. And I'm saying, like, leveling up, like, don't just be a rapper. That shit don't get you nowhere. Don't just be a songwriter. You're gonna have a lot of trouble. Be it all. Be a producer. Be the songwriter. Be the engineer. Be your marketing. Be your own promoter. Be your PR. Be all of that. If you're not, then don't do it at all. Because you're gonna hurt your own feelings once you realize that you can't do this. You need to be able to do all that shit in order to continue. If you can't do that, that's where you want to work on. And if you have the fire to put up with patience and all of that, do that. But independent artists, you got to be making your logos. You got to be working on your promotion. You got to be working on music. You got to be able to you got to have the heart. You got to have the heart and the drive to do all of that. If you can't do that, you can stop now, because that shit's going to kill you. You're going to cry. You're going to do all, and you're going to just complain. But that's why I'm here to tell y'all, make sure you guys work fucking hard, because this shit is not built for anybody. It's not built for everybody. It's only built for the selected few.
Oh yeah, man. Awesome. Well, is there anything else that you wanted to touch on with this one today?
Hiptro Funk, everything. Hiptro Funk, when you land.
Oh, I did have something. Are you guys, because you got a record label? Are you guys still working with other artists?
So right now, I'm not saying that there isn't artists that we're not looking at. We're just waiting for developed artists to really enter the scene. There's a lot of, like I said, this internet is a facade. A lot of people think that because they have one song on, or they have one music video or two music, even 10 music videos, like that. I put out 12 in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, if you can't match the hustle, you can't ride with us, and that's what I'm really, really waiting for. Somebody that is making their beats, is making their own things, somebody that can match the hustle. Because if you don't work as hard as me, you can't work next to me. I'm not going to be babysitting you, and I'm not going to be doing that shit. And I'm not saying that that's what's out here. I'm just saying that person hasn't popped up on our feed yet. You know what I'm saying? And if that person is there and that person believes that they feel that, then definitely reach out to us. Let's talk. Let's talk about let's talk business. Let's talk work ethic. Let's talk motivation. Let's talk the future. And if you're that artist, maybe from another state or somewhere else, and you feel like you are better than Sir Daniel, then I want to know you, because that's who I want to hang out with. I don't want people that don't believe that they're better than Sir Daniel. I need people that know that they're better than Sir Daniel. That's who I want to fuck with. That's what people I want to ride with. So if you're that artist, you know you're better than Sir Daniel, reach out to us.
I love it, man. Raising the bar, spreading the love, spreading the light. I love watching you guys, like your social media and everything. Like I've been blasting your music when I've been driving around. It's yeah, it's all good, man. So appreciate you being you.
Thank you, Ryan. Ryan, what's your favorite track on Hiptro Funk? Tell the world.
Orale way.
You didn't even hesitate on that one, bro. You just fired on that one.
I cannot not be happy when I like listening to that song. It's so good.
That's just what it boils down to. It's just a fun song. It's a good track. It really gets everybody dancing. That's the song, like my go-to song when I was in Vegas. Dude. If I needed it to crack off, or if I saw like something was boom, and instantly once you put that song, everybody's like, okay, yeah. okay. It's just it's a nice memory I'm gonna hold on to with that song. Yeah, I'm glad you liked that one, bro. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you.
Sure. And yeah, thank you for taking the time out to do this today. I know you're a busy man, so I'll let you get your day started. Tell John I said what's up. Pet Dolly for me. Oh, what's up, Dolly?
Dolly's ass.
Dolly's ass in the camera.
What's up? Shout out, Orale. Follow me on Instagram. Catch all my cookie shows. You know.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
Get some money here. Del Sol Records TV, DSR TV on YouTube. Check us out.
Man, gotta keep everybody plugged in. That's what we do. Yeah, thank you, Ryan.
All right, man. Thank you as well.
Yeah.
It was good talking with you today, and I'll try to catch you before you head out on your tour.
Yes, please. Pull up to the skate park.
For sure, man. All right. Hope you enjoyed it, people. We're out of here.
Thank you.
See you.